Yeah, this is Comic on the Can, who's off the can and doing another remote from his bed. I I kind of like this stuff, doing a remote from the bed once in a while, not always, once in a while. Anyway, uh, it has been said that Comic on the Can is not playing with all his marbles. Now you might say, am I insulted by that? Now, and I tell you why. I say no, and I'll tell you why. A guy that's called Comic on the Can, okay, and he sits on the can cracking jokes. Obviously, you gotta say this guy's not playing with all his marbles. So I'm not insulted by it. I kind of like it, but I'll tell you, this Comic on the Can stuff is my shtick. What I mean by my shtick is, I once heard that there was a president of the U.S. way back in history that had a phrase or a slogan, or he said something like, "Talk softly, but carry a big shtick." Well, I don't know if I'm talking soft or loud. One thing I do know, I am carrying around a big shtick. Try lugging around a toilet with you. Not only is it a big shtick, it's also a heavy shtick also. Also, there has been talk over the years by the colleges that they want diversity, that they want non-discrimination, not to discriminate. They want their population to be diverse. I don't believe it. I'll tell you why I don't believe it. If they want the college student body to be diverse, then they would have a certain amount of misfits on campus, a certain amount of morons in the college, in their student body, a certain amount of dumbbells, dopes, morons, okay, if they wanted to reflect American society. And yes, even those, a certain amount of those, were not playing with all their marbles. Just to give you an example, I once tried college when I got out of high school. And I was there for maybe 6 months or a year before, I mean, it's not funny, before they gave me the chuck wagon, tossed me out. And I remember at the bottom of my transcripts, it said, "Released for poor scholarship." Well, everything is relative. There's high scholars, there's low scholars, there's average scholars, and yes, there are those who are poor scholars. One thing, one thing we have in common is that we're all scholars, So I mean, my kind should be represented in the student body just like the high scholars are. Another thing is, like Harvard or some of the top schools, they say, if you want to come to our school, you have to have a certain ACT or SAT or a certain grade point average. Otherwise, forget about it, we don't want you. Well, is that embracing diversity? Is that non-discrimination against those who are maybe a little dumb, maybe a lot dumb? Also, if you want to go to a school that truly embraces diversity, that truly is non-discrimination, go to Harvard, walk around the campus, look at the kids walking around with their book bags strapped onto their shoulders and things like that. But get past that. See if you see any of them walking around with a toilet on their back. Or lugging around a toilet in their arms. Then you got diversity. Not only you got those with book bags, but you got those with toilets. Then you have diversity in your student body. And that's the place you want to be at, okay? So have it in your mind. Don't always look for the book bag on a kid's shoulder. Look for the toilet. Okay, let me just leave you with this. I can be called comic, I can be called can, I can be called Comic on the Can, but you don't have to call me toilet. Remember, you don't have to call me toilet. The slogan is, don't always look for the book bag, but look for those who are proud to be walking around with a toilet strapped to their back or lugging in their arms. Then you know you have true diversity, differences of opinion. Yes, those who are not playing with all their marbles.